Hello kids, how are you? So we are back with some story time today. And this is a story of an English teacher, Miss Priya, and her students Rohan and Sohan. So are we all geared up? Great, let's begin. Now Miss Priya was teaching Rohan and Sohan active and passive voice. But Rohan and Sohan, they both were giggling, laughing in the class. They weren't paying attention. Oh, this made Miss Priya really worried. What shall I do? How shall I ask them to pay attention? Oh, I'm really worried. If they don't pay attention, how are they going to understand active and passive voice? Let me think of something. Oh, wow! Why not just get them into some sort of an activity? I believe it will definitely work. Meanwhile, Rohan and Sohan were still talking. The teacher said, Miss Priya started saying, "Who is going to play with me? Who is going to play with me?" Ma'am, I will also play. Oh, the teacher was excited. Yes, she believed it's going to work. You both will play with me? Yes, ma'am, we both will play. Okay, so then get ready, kids. She told Rohan, yes, ma'am. Beta, you will leave the class. You will go out of the class and knock at the door. When I say come in, only then you will come in. Okay, ma'am. So Rohan leaves the class and Miss Priya calls Sohan. Sohan. Yes, ma'am. Now when Rohan knocks at the door, pay attention to my instructions, okay? Yes, ma'am. Rohan knocks at the door. Knock, 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 knock. Miss Priya asks Sohan, yes, ma'am. Let the door be open. Let the door be opened? Yes, beta, let the door be opened. He gets confused, but still, he goes, opens the door, and Rohan enters the class. Ma'am, I am confused. Why? What happened? Ma'am, you did not say open the door. Why did you say let the door be opened? Miss Priya was extremely delighted now that she was able to raise curiosity, anxiousness in them. Now she believed, yes, my kids will pay attention. Oh, Sohan, very good. I'm so happy. You've been able to analyze it. Ma'am, even I am confused. Please help me also. Yes, definitely. I'll help both of you. Are you ready to understand this? Yes, ma'am. Shall we begin? Yes, kids. Why not? So, today, Miss Priya is going to teach all of us. What is she going to teach? She is going to teach active and passive voice. But what is she going to talk through this sentence? Let the door be opened. You know what? She's going to tell us about imperative sentences. But what about them in active passive voice? She is going to tell us how to change it. From what? How to change it from active to passive. From active to passive. She is going to tell us how to change imperative sentences from active to passive. So everybody, fasten your seatbelts. Miss Priya is going to begin teaching us.
So kids, to begin with, first let's understand what is an imperative sentence. Yes, first we'll understand what is an imperative sentence. Do you know what is it? What does an imperative sentence mean? Well, an imperative sentence means those sentences which are used to give instructions, commands, or request. You know, when we request someone, or an order. Yes. So such sentences are called as imperative sentences.
Talk about imperative sentences. For example, the sentence is open the door. Right? What is the sentence? Open the door. How will I change this sentence into a passive form? It's a very simple formula. What do? We write let in the beginning. Then, as usual, the way we follow, we write the object. Then what do? We add be. What do we add? Be, and then the past participle. And past participle is the third form of the verb. We add the third form of the verb when we are changing a sentence in active voice to a sentence in passive voice. So do you remember the example shared by Miss Priya? What did she say? What did she, very cleverly, how did she just introduce the concept to the kids? She straight away told Sohan, let the door be opened. What did she say? Let the door be opened. And why did she say so? What did she want them to look at? She wanted them to look at the difference between an active voice imperative sentence, yes, an active voice imperative sentence and a passive voice imperative sentence. So I'm just repeating. What did we add, kids? We added let. Then we added be. We added before that the object door, and we used opened. It is which form of the verb? It is the third form of the verb.
She, could see that the kids, Rohan and Sohan, they have started paying attention. And she could see that they have a lot of questions in their mind. So, the first question which Rohan asks, and Rohan says, "Ma'am, what happens if in my sentence in active voice is there's a negative form, I use not somewhere? What will happen, ma'am?" And Miss Priya was so happy that the kids have started asking me questions. So she said, "Don't worry, kids, we'll just quickly see this." So now here she explains. See, kids, it's, a very minor change takes place, and in the same formula, after the object, we add not, not. Said, "Ma'am, please give an example." She said, "Why not? I'll just give you an example." So she writes, she said, "For example, your sentence in active voice is, do not beat the dog." Now, you have used not here. It's a negative sentence. How will I change now my negative sentence into passive voice? So she says, now what do we do here, kids? We will, in passive voice, we will write We begin with let. We write the object. After writing the object, we write not. So we have added. What did we add here? We have added not. Yes, and then we write be, and at the end we have beaten. And kids, beaten is which form of the verb? Ma'am, I'll tell. Yes. Tell Sohan. Ma'am, it's the third form of the verb. Excellent. Yes, kids, you're right. It is the third form. Yes, it is the third form of the verb. And kids, always remember, in active when we use do, in passive we do not use do in passive. So do not use do in which form? Passive form. Okay. Now Rohan had another question. So he also wanted to ask. So he asks Priya ma'am that, ma'am, now tell me one more thing. Can I begin my sentence in passive voice using you? Yes. Why not? Who's stopping you from doing it? Really, ma'am? Yes. Ma'am, explain please. Definitely. So let's look at the example for that. So she writes again an example for both the things. That is, whether a sentence where even if we don't use you, then also it is correct, and if we use you, then also it is correct. So she writes the sentence first in active. Now when you are using you in passive voice, let's look at the sentences and let's look at both the sentences. First sentence, if in active I have written don't touch it. One simple way of writing it in passive will be let it not be touched. Right, this is one way of writing it, let it not be touched. But what will be the other way of writing it? The other way of writing it will be when I have to use you, especially you, as my, in the beginning of the sentence, that is in the subject of a passive voice. How will I write it? I will write it, you are want. I'll show you. Not to touch it. And now let's look at the difference also. See, we write you are warned not to touch it. You are warned not to touch it. Now what is the change? Did you look at the change? Did you analyze the change? Yes, the change is in the second sentence when I use you. When I am using you, I am using the word warned, because here I am telling you not to do something. The warnings. So I've used the word warned, which specifies what am I talking about. And here I use which form of the verb? This is which form of the verb? This is the first form of the verb. So kids, these were the changes when we talk about a sentence, in imperative, imperative sentences, and how do these imperative sentences in active and passive voice change. Hope you like the story of Miss Priya and Rohan, and they both were so happy. They both were so happy that they have learned how to change active sentences in active voice to passive voice while we are talking about the imperative sentences. And at the same time, Miss Priya was also extremely happy, and now she is bidding you bye. Bye, kids. We'll see you and meet you in the next class very soon. Bye bye. Bye, ma'am.